What the Republicans are calling for is to repeal, for example, that provision in Obamacare which says that health insurance companies cannot discriminate against people with pre-existing conditions. If you happen to be in a family with a child who has diabetes, it may be impossible for you to buy health insurance under the old law. Under Obamacare, your family cannot be discriminated against. The Republicans want to eliminate that provision of Obamacare when they call for abolishing that program. Secondly, when you defund and eliminate Obamacare, you're going to change that provision which guarantees there will be no limits on your health insurance policy coverage. Who knows what tomorrow's diagnosis will bring, what bills it will bring to your family. But some health insurance policies have a limit on what they pay, and when that limit is reached, people face bankruptcy and worse. Obamacare stops that from happening. The Republicans want to repeal that. Obamacare also says that if your young son or daughter, fresh out of college, is looking for a job and hasn't found one, they can stay on your family health insurance plan until age 26. The Republicans want to repeal that, leaving more and more young people, millions across America, vulnerable without the protection of health insurance. When it comes to Medicare Prescription Part D, seniors, because of the so-called donut hole, were paying sums out of their own savings, their meager savings, and out of their own pocket for prescription drugs. Obamacare filled that donut hole and gives those seniors more peace of mind when it comes to prescription drugs. The Republicans want to repeal that help for our senior citizens. And finally, they want to repeal the insurance exchanges. Today, every member of Congress who uses the health insurance available to us as senators and congressmen are part of the Federal Employees Health Benefit Program. Each year, senators, Republicans and Democrats, have an opportunity under an insurance exchange to pick the plan best for their family. That privilege is something we appreciate and want to make available for everyone across America. That's what Obamacare does, and the Republicans want to repeal it. Republican senators want to keep using the insurance exchange for their families and their benefit. They don't want to extend it to other families across America. That's what repeal of Obamacare would do. This is not just about the peace of mind of people, families, and businesses and others when it comes to health insurance. It's about our deficit. If we took the Republican approach of doing nothing when it comes to the costs of health care, sadly, we are condemning ourselves to deficits as far as the eye can see. 60% of our deficits and looming national debt relates to the increased cost of health care. If we took the Republican approach of doing nothing, ultimately it would mean that deficit, those debts, would be even larger for future generations. So Obamacare is a step in the right direction.